Well, hello all. It's Monday, November 13th, 2023. And here we are. Yeah, I just rambling as usual, ranting and rambling. Um, it's just, it's just something, I just haven't done a video in a while. I gotta tap out of all this nonsense. There's other videos I'd like to do, but I had some medical issues last week. I should do a video on that 'cause it's quite interesting. The medical industry, hospital stuff. Hot mess, man. Hot mess. Hot mess. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk about it later. But another separate little video. I'll do a quick video on it. But yeah, there's so much. It's like the perfect storm of everything that's going on. It's all reaching. It's all reaching the peak. It's all colliding. You know, and it's obviously starting really. It's been going on for years. Little things that pop off here and there, and then boy, it's kind of started getting kicked into gear in 2016, and then 2020 was the year that really everything just started on a downward slide. Wild, like it's all complacency, idiocy, and greed. Greed, greed, immorality. I don't know. Um, but the complacency, like I fall into the complacency too. I'm seeing what's going on, but what do I do? What do I do? What can you do? Because if you protest in a certain way, you can get thrown in jail for many years. Boy, that's really Soviet Union stuff, huh? Like with the J6 lunatics. Like dude, you couldn't pay me to go there. I saw that coming a mile away. But people went, exercising their right to peacefully assemble, and it got called an insurrection. I don't know. They could have just said, they might as well called it a violent attack and a bombing, because you just changed the narrative of the story. Insurrection, okay, okay. But is the complacency part where I see what's going on, as do most people, and you go about your daily stuff. You go to work, you go to the movies, you raising a family, dinner, food shopping, your daily things as a productive human being. Um, and then but what do? I get on here and rabble, rant, just chatter away about this nonsense. I don't know. I talk to other people about it. Good majority of people kind of starting to feel the same way I do. And then, like I said, but it's the complacency part. What do you do? Because you see what's good. Everything's not exactly knocking at your door yet. Yet. That. There's a big yet in that. Because one way or another, it's all coming home to roost. United States is just it's completely taken over. But let me get to the idiocy part quick. I'll drop in on the greed part after that. The idiocy part is what people just like rally around to protest, whether it's the Me Too movement, it's a problem, or the Roe versus Wade abortion rights. That's what you're concerned about, huh? These are hot topics to you. This is what you're losing sleep about. Or, the summer of 2020, when we had that big global thing, that invisible monster going around killing millions of people. Except, people, people were forced to stay home, work from remote, put face coverings on, multiple face coverings, get line up to, do some experimental stuff on your body, My body, my choice. Oh, no, no, no. That's only for the Roe versus Wade people. However, and then we had, the untimely passing of St. Floyd. And then that began the summer of love. Just. But this is what they're concerned about. They're concerned about George Floyd. that, you're up in arms. You're up in arms, and hey, while we're out there, let's just burn stuff down and loot. But, and they didn't have to stay home either to do this, because apparently the big invisible monster, it stayed away from the peaceful summer of love. Does anybody rewind this after the fact? I saw it right off, but at any point do you rewind these things and say, that don't make sense, does it? And now we got the Palestine-Israel thing. This is a real head scratcher. Now, I've been saying things about Zionists for a while. Long time. I question a lot of things. I question things in history, as rightfully you should, and you should be able to say whatever you want. It's not hate speech. It's not disinformation. You're just questioning it. It looks a little weird to me, man. I don't know, the numbers don't add up. But whatever. So now there's division in that. The division in the Palestine-Israel thing. Okay, how does that work, man? This is what people in the United States are losing sleep over again? This thing? What do they do? Do they just actually hit a button and all the idiots activate? They're like Power Rangers or Wonder Twin powers activate, and then poof, they got flags and what's going on? How do you feel that this is the most important thing to you when we have unfettered, undocumented, hundreds of thousands of people crossing the border? Now, okay, so you want to come in here for a better life. I can understand, but a lot of them just, I don't know, they're just, it's not a lot of families and children, optic-wise, from what I see. There's enough of them, but it doesn't seem to be the majority of them. So, ungodly amounts of fentanyl coming across the border. There's 100,000 people dying a year from fentanyl overdoses. But nobody seems to be losing sleep over that. No one seems to be losing sleep over the rampant crime like looting sprees and major stores shutting down, and the price of gas, the price of food. No one's losing sleep over the price of food. Yeah, that one's got me bothered a lot, man. I look at what I'm spending now. It's insane. It's insane what I bring out of the grocery store for the amount of money I gotta pay. Once again, I'm not losing sleep over, but that's a concern. But that's not the majority concern. Everybody's got flags. They got Palestinian flags, and they got Israel flags. And you know what's real curious? Go back. These are things that these were all, alt-right tropes. Who runs the media? Hollywood, social media, big tech, banking. Who runs that? Who are the majority of the heads in that? A lot of Jewish people, right? So if they run all that, it seems to be that they're letting all this stuff pro-Palestine go out, and pro-Israel, and negative Israel, all at the same time. All at the same time. I don't know, it's just weird, man. If you run the media, how are you allowing this? I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch enough mainstream media to see where it's going, but I see what's going on the other social medias, and I don't know. Like I said, I honestly, at this point, nobody wants to see civilian people be hurt. Like I said, I'm not losing sleep over this because it's not out in my yard. I'm just being honest. I'm concerned about this country and where it's going. Inflation, open borders, and crime. That's the problem. We don't need anybody. We don't need any country. We could produce every single thing here. And, like I said, climate change, that's another thing to protest about. These are things that don't matter. None of this matters. This is the idiocy part. How they just flip a switch And all these idiots are like activated, like automatons. It's wild. And then, of course, we got the greed part. The greed. So I got the complacency, the idiocy, and the greed. The greed falls in. Obviously, you can see just our wild, unequal spending, where some things are spent and other things aren't, and it's all in grip. We could send all this money to Ukraine. Your people in Hawaii get shekels, mere shekels, 700 shekels. But the people in Ukraine get billions of dollars. We're sending billions to Israel. You know, Israel gets free health care. They get free health care. I guess probably on the dimes of the U.S. taxpayer. I don't get free health care. I just get I get health bills. I get lots of health bills. Because I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. I like to, something feels weird because I'm at that advanced stage. I don't take any chances. Whatever. If I got it, I'll pay. If not, oh well. I don't know. It's what it is. But how frustrating is that? We could send all this money to Israel and Ukraine, and I gotta pay all these high premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. But anyway, and then, because we got the pharmaceutical industrial complex, we got the military industrial complex. Those things are just chugging along fine. They got half the country doped up on something, and then they're funding all these illicit, ridiculous activities all around the world. Just send them, and everybody in government's getting rich. They're just getting rich. It's crazy. It's crazy. They go in there like trailer trash, and they leave with hundreds of millions of dollars on like a $100,000, $200,000, maybe even a $400,000 salary. It doesn't add up. The money does, like how as a president you make 400 grand a year, say Barack Obama, right? You make 400 grand a year and you leave, and now you got tens of millions, almost $100 million. How is this possible? What magic money tips do they got? Why don't you share them, man? Do a TikTok video on how to increase your wealth 100-fold. So that's the greed part. We're all completely taken over by maniacal, grifting lunatics. And it's just nonstop. Nonstop until they're gonna grind us straight into the ground. They're gonna grind the country into the ground. And you can see all the countries that are being grinded into it's just like a worldwide thing, But in particular, a lot of countries, like, what's going to happen with all the Palestinian refugees? Where are they going? Are they going to Europe? They're going to America? Oh, the Arab countries want them. I don't know. Nah. Got enough. Don't need any more. But they'll change the complexion of the European countries. They'll change that complexion. It was changing Japanese complexion. Japanese is Japanese country. China is a Chinese country. Nigeria is an African country. They ain't taking nobody. All the other countries, yeah, sure. Send them over, man. And the people don't get to vote on this. Like most people have a caring heart. But, at some point, they say, whoa. I said you could come. I didn't say your 50 brothers could come. Anyway. So there you go. It's just the complacency, which I fall part of, the idiocy of what people find the need to protest about. It's just, it's just crazy. And then you got the greed aspect. And it's all coalescing. You know what's interesting? The greed aspect, which it kind of goes along with the media aspect and the idiocy of who runs the media. Like Disney, they keep making this trash. I guess they can't. I guess they're so devoid of any original stories that this is the pablum they make, and you just keep losing money. Do they need to make money, or are they funded by something else with an agenda? And like I said, in assistant, and you got all these Bond villains everywhere. The World Economic Forum. You got the Bill Gates. All these maniacal billionaires that you don't see what they're doing. They want to depopulate the world. You don't see it, and they're just creating massive confusion and misdirection and everything else. I don't know, if I had $1 billion, I don't know, I'd kind of enjoy it. If I could help some people out, I would. Wouldn't like go for global domination. Dominate my neighborhood, yeah. I got $1 billion. I'm gonna lock it down, yeah. Lunacy. Just a lunacy world. It's so strange. Yet ironically, something seems rather familiar about it. I don't know if from a past life I went through the same shit before. Who knows? Well, I've been rambling on for 15 minutes about absolutely nothing because I have no answers for anything. I'm just here rambling. With that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Tomorrow's Tuesday. You got Taco Tuesday's back, baby. Anyway, peace. I love you all. Say prayers for everybody. Bye.